content may violate our content policy.
No, because you're asking for sex.
And then it says, you big burger.
Greetings, travelers. I am the guardian of your dreams.
The idea here is like, you know how there's a big writer's strike that had been going on and just finally finished. It was all about AI and can AI write a screenplay that is as good as a screenwriter. So we're going to test it, and I'm sure this is not like the most advanced AI. Like it's not the AI that may take over the world, like the Terminator style AI. It's CHAT GPT, but that's where you can write a screenplay. We're just going to test it and just see. How good is it? Is it going to take the job of like every writer in Hollywood someday? And so we're just going to read it, and we're going to generate it like right now because it only takes like 2 minutes. I've done it before, and it takes like 2 minutes. You got to prompt it a couple times, but you just basically, I don't know if you play with it at all. You ever play with CHAT GPT? No, it's
I'm scared too.
Yeah, it is the AI that will take over the world. Yeah, let's try to generate a script and see how it goes. But it is not the greatest thing ever. For sure.
I'm just curious, because I know jack diddly about AI and like how you can, is there a program that you like connect to? Is it an app? What is it?
Yeah, it's like an app. So it's called CHAT GPT. It's the one everybody's using.
Okay.
They'll like make people have conversations, and they can generate screenplays, and they can generate, basically it can write anything for you that you want, or you can just talk to it.
Right.
Like people will just talk to it. I guess the world is that sad. We're just talking to AI rather than each other. That sounds terrible.
Where can I find this?
I've heard on NPR that there are people that have like AI girlfriends and like boyfriends, like you can connect, and they'd be like, and it's like I love you and miss you. And then like talk dirty to me. It's like, I like it when you touch me. And he's like, okay, it's weird. Like, I like it when you put your thing in my thing, that kind of thing.
I like it when you don't touch me, I guess, because you're not really touching it. But anyway, so we'll try to write a screenplay here. Basically, all you do is just tell it, like, write a screenplay. We're just going to write a screenplay, 7 pages long.
How many people?
Long. 4 actors, 4 characters, 2 men, 2 women.
3 cats.
Let's go comedy drama, because it won't do anything. It's not going to do anything that is even remotely a bit edgy.
Right.
It's capable of that. Like, so for instance, if I say like throw in a murder, it's going to just tell me now. See, it's writing. So it's writing right now. It's just like cranking out a screenplay, very low effort screenplay. So the thing is, you can't really live with it, like right off the bat, you just can't live with what it gives you, because it's going to give you, it's just lazy, and it gives you just like the crappiest,
generic.
It's going to give us like a very quick, like I said 7 pages, that's not 7 pages. Hey, chat.
Living room day. A cozy living room with mismatched furniture.
That's as edgy as it's going to get.
So
Mismatched furniture is as edgy as it is going to get.
Everyone laughs, realizing that no matter what happens, their friendship can turn any situation into a hilarious adventure.
Nice.
Make it less Barney.
We'll just give it a prompt.
We don't want
They'll
that
bring out the song afterwards and hold hands.
Musical turn into musical.
Sex scene. I'm just going to see if we'll do this.
Of course, there he is.
Your content may violate our content policy.
Oh, because you're asking for sex.
And then it says, you big burger.
You can't add a sex scene because...
How would you have a...
You can have a murder
AI girlfriend with this? What kind of weird PG bullshit would that be? Okay, it says, I am sorry, but I cannot generate, Chat GPT tells me, I'm sorry, but I cannot generate explicit or adult content. If you have any other requests or need assistance with a different aspect of storytelling, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to help.
What about lovemaking? What if you change the name?
What if you change it to...
Add a scene of making love? It's just going to like, is it eventually just going to tell me to screw it? Like just... Oh, you can't make love.
Oh.
You cannot make love. I can explicit.
Ooh, what if you go like, you'd be like, add a flashback to what do you call it? Like the night after the wedding, like after
At a wedding night scene? What?
Yeah.
Conservation?
Yes.
What? You can't even.
Now it's like they're like, we know what you're trying to do.
You dirty dog.
I said no.
What if you just make them animals that are having sex instead of people? So
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Make it weird. How about make it weird?
All
Let's
right.
just see what happens if we make it weird.
That's
Because
explicit as well.
this
We
is
know what
so
you're thinking
bland
about.
right
We can't
now.
do that.
Yeah.
Add time travel.
Ooh, what it did is the living room is now adorned with a mismatch of decorations.
No, it already was. That was the first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
So just went back to that.
There we go. We have a script. Let's go print it out. All right.
Nice. Wait, is that?
Well, so far it's pretty much a masterpiece.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll see.
From the little bit I've overheard, it seems like it's going great.
Oh yeah.
I think your job's kind of screwed, honestly.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, definitely. I'm not even going to bother writing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with just everything's AI generated. CHAT
Yeah.
GPT. I won't be able to write anything that has any sex or profanity or a suggestion that people may someday have sex. But who wants to see that stuff anyway?
Yeah, no.
Let's face facts. What is the beautiful title that okay, here we go. Let's see. What is the title of our lovely screenplay? So CHAT GPT always gives it a great title, which Dance Off Movie Night. That is what it came up with. It came up with Dance Off Movie Night.
Well, I mean, the ChatGPT basically just takes the average of all screenplays and figured out what the average human being wants. So that's Dance Off Movie Night.
The average human being. Does the average human being want Dance Off Movie Night?
Well, I mean,
That does terrify me a little bit. Emma, Ben, and James looks like are our characters. It started adding random characters. I told it not to add random characters, and it added lots of random characters. All right, see what it did? This is obnoxious. Parentheticals all over the place. Just tons of parentheticals. That is a rookie-ass screenplay move to put parentheticals everywhere. Trying to tell me how to act? Freaking Chat GPT, what do you know? Awestruck. I can read it. Awestruck. Stupid ass. All right. It's rough going. All right.
Some of these lines are great.
It really adds a parenthetical for literally everything that you do.
Yeah.
No, except-
Again, teasing me?
I know.
Man, Emma tease. I'll tell you that. She teases a lot.
Oh yeah.
Kind of tease.
Well, that's not allowed.
She knows what she's got.
Do you want us to try to really act it out as best as we possibly can, or do you want us to be like ham it up because it's just ham? What do you want?
It's pretty hammy bullshit, right?
You mean like
But I mean, do you want us to take this like seriously?
Take it serious.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You're an artist.
All right. So
Oh, we are.
Tease.
Actor.
So
Oh.
pretend.
You have been assigned a role
Oh yeah.
by the AI that will probably kill your family eventually if you do not.
Future generations as well.
In the future world where the AI is clearly going to run everything and does not allow sex, even on their marriage night, you better read it exactly as the AI
Or making
tells
love
you.
for that matter. We put making
Yeah,
love.
no making love.
No making love.
No making
The
love.
AI
Oh,
is
they were
love.
against making love?
All right, well, I'll say, okay, so these are the prompts that we gave the script. I told the script, write a screenplay, comedy, drama, 4 characters. What did it do? It gave me a comedy, I guess. 7 characters. 1 was a butterfly.
Did we make it magical? What was it?
I think it made it magical.
It was
We
well,
added
okay.
something.
Yeah, it was so bland that I was like, all right, you gotta do something. So we tried to put in sex, it refused. We tried to put in making love, it refused. We tried to put in heavy petting, and it refused.
Heavy
It
petting.
was no, it was
That's
nothing.
fucked up.
No PG-13. PG only.
Tongue kiss?
Cuddle? I mean, what's up, AI? You don't want to cuddle?
We didn't ask it if we wanted to cuddle. We could have. Maybe that would have.
Cuddle
Maybe it would have
after
allowed
sex.
cuddle. And then it was so standard. I was like, all right, make it weird. And then it made it weird. And then it said something about a portal. I was like, go with that. And then it had no ending. So I was like, go with an ending. Add a subplot. these are the things we added to try to like get it to do something, and this is what I came up with.
All right.
I will be the narrator.
All right.
Okay, this is John.
I'm John.
Introduce yourself.
I am Ben and the Guardian. I'm not the same person. Just
Different voices,
Different
though. You must
voices,
do different voices. Yeah.
I am James and the figure.
I am Mia.
I'm Darya, and I'm playing Emma and Butterfly.
Interior, living room, night, later. The living room is an explosion of colors and peculiar decorations. Mia, Emma, Ben, and James find themselves in the middle of a game of pin the tail on the invisible unicorn. The room is abuzz with laughter and the peculiar energy of Mia's magical pendant.
Oh, this is so much fun. But guys, have you noticed anything strange about this pendant?
Is it haunted? Are we summoning unicorn spirits?
No, seriously. I've been having the strangest dreams since I started wearing it.
dreams. What kind of dreams?
I dreamt of a secret garden filled with talking vegetables, flying rubber chickens, and glow-in-the-dark frisbees. It's like the pendant is trying to tell me something.
Maybe it's trying to tell you that you've officially entered the Twilight Zone.
Cut 2, which you shouldn't do. Interior kitchen, a night a little later. The group, now wearing bizarre costumes, is attempting to cook a 3-course meal using only ingredients that start with the letter Z.
I can't.
In my dream, the pendant led me to this mystical garden where everything began with Z. It felt so real.
Maybe it's a recipe for an enchanted beast. We're on a quest after all.
You were supposed to, by the way, Mia, you were supposed to be stirring a pot of zucchini soup. I didn't see the stirring of the zucchini soup.
Yeah.
Well, put your heart into it, Colleen. Come on.
Stir that soup. That zucchini ain't gonna stir itself.
We're gonna have zebra soon, so let's...
Back to scene.
Oh no, not a blanket fort.
Stay with it. Stay with the scene. Back to scene. Interior living room night. Even later. Inside the blanket fort, Mia shares more about her dreams. The group becomes increasingly intrigued, and Emma suggests they embark on a quest to unravel the mysteries hinted at in Mia's peculiar dreams.
What if the pendant is a magical portal and your dreams are guiding us on an epic adventure?
An adventure involving flying rubber chickens? Why not?
Cut 2.
Cut 2.
Exterior backyard night. Even later. The backyard has transformed into a whimsical wonderland. Following the hints from Mia's dreams, they decide to conduct a peculiar ritual involving glow sticks, rubber chickens, and a dance under the moonlight.
I feel like we're on the verge of discovering something extraordinary.
As they perform the ritual, the pendant begins to emit a soft glow, casting a magical aura over the backyard. Unbeknownst to them, the neighborhood cats gather around, enchanted by the strange occurrence. Cut 2. Interior living room, night. Where are my cats at?
Some pussy for you.
Oh.
Not allowed.
Oh,
Not allowed.
It's impossible with me.
Cut 2. Interior living room night, much later. Exhausted, but filled with wonder, they gather around Mia, who is still wearing the pendant. The room seems to sparkle with an otherworldly glow.
I never expected a weird night would turn into something so magical.
Who knew your dreams would lead us to a moonlit ritual with rubber chickens?
Glow-in-the-dark frisbees. Of course.
As they reflect on the peculiar events, the living room seems to pulsate with a subtle magic. The pendant becomes a focal point, and Mia notices ancient symbols glowing on its surface.
I think the pendant is a magical portal, and it's leading us on a unique journey.
A magical portal? Where does it lead?
I have no idea. but I feel like we're about to find out.
The room shimmers and a soft hum fills the air as they embrace themselves for the unknown adventure that awaits through the enchanted portal. Boom.
Oh, in the portal.
Interior magical portal unknown. Interior magical portal unknown realm continuous. The group, now inside the magical portal, finds themselves in an ethereal realm filled with floating islands, radiant flowers, and talking creatures. The air is thick with a mesmerizing glow, and the landscape seems to shift and shimmer with every step.
Where are we?
I have no idea, but it's like something out of a dream.
A dream with flying rubber chickens and glow-in-the-dark frisbees.
Exactly.
The pendant around Mia's neck emits a soft glow, guiding them through the fantastical landscape. They come across a peculiar creature, a luminescent butterfly with a mischievous twinkle in its eyes.
Welcome, travelers. You've entered the realm of dreams and whimsy.
Winky.
Is it for real?
As real as dreams can be, the pendant chose you to explore the wonders of this realm.
As they continue their journey, they encounter a field of enchanted flowers that sing melodious tunes as they sway in the breeze. Do you like pina coladas? Mia, inspired, joins in the dance, and soon the entire group is twirling and dancing with the singing flowers.
This is beyond anything I could have imagined.
Looks like your dreams led us to magical wonderland.
The landscape shifts again, and they find themselves on a floating island with a crystal clear pool. The pendant's glow intensifies, revealing a mysterious figure standing by the water.
Greetings, travelers. I am the guardian of your dreams.
No.
Your presence here is no accident.
Guardian of dreams? What does that mean?
The pendant brought you here to restore balance to the dreamscape. A shadow has encroached upon the realm, threatening to turn dreams into nightmares.
How can we help?
With the power of the pendant. Oh, I'm sorry. It's entrusting the pendant. What is
How do you entrust?
That's not odd.
With the power of the pendant, you must illuminate the darkest corners, chase away the shadows.
Yoda.
Only then
Yoda.
can the realm be restored to its true essence.
The group nods.
Right.
Understanding the gravity of their task, the guardian fades away, leaving them with a renewed sense of purpose. Cut 2. Interior magical portal unknown. Why can't I not say it? Cut 2. Interior magical portal unknown realm. Later, the group, armed with the pendant's radiant energy, embarks on a quest to illuminate the realm and dispel the shadows. They encounter challenges, meet whimsical creatures, and discover the true magic within Mia's dreams. Fade out. That's where it ended, and then I was like, no, you can't end there. You gotta have a scene where they go home. So then,
nice.
So I said, no.
The closer.
Chat. You can't just like summarize the ending. You gotta put an ending in, dumbass. All right. Exterior. So this is it. User. I said, have them go back home. You. Exterior magical portal dash day later. The group having successfully illuminated the darkest corners of the realm of dreams and whimsy, stands at the entrance of the magical portal. The landscape around them radiates with a newfound vibrancy, and the pendant around Mia's neck gleams with a gentle brilliance.
It's time to go back. Our adventure here is done.
But what an adventure it was. I never thought we'd travel through a magical portal.
I've infected everyone so they can't say portal.
Portal and save a dreamscape.
Alright, good.
Okay,
Back to 1.
But what an adventure it was. I never thought we'd travel through a magical portal and save a dreamscape.
And I never thought I'd say this, but I'll miss those singing flowers.
We should keep this as a reminder of the weirdest, most magical night of our lives.
As they step through the portal, the ethereal landscape fades away and they find themselves back in Mia's living room. Interior living room night immediately after. The living room, once filled with magical energy, is now back to its normal state. The peculiar decorations and remnants of their eccentric celebrations are scattered around.
I can't believe it's over. But I'll never forget what we experienced.
I guess our weirdest night has come to an end. It says teasingly. I have to say it like that.
Weirdest and most magical.
Murky.
Hey, can we do it again sometime? Maybe without the shadows threatening the dreamscape. You feel me?
They all laugh, realizing that even the weirdest and most magical adventures are best experienced with friends.
Oh, I love you guys.
I have a feeling
I was supposed to be the guardian.
But this is something
I didn't
that
realize.
The name. CHAT GPT always gives the movie a name. See if you can guess the name. Just guess the name from what you've read it.
Dependent of power.
Dependent of power, what's your guess?
Yeah, rainbows and unicorns.
It's pretty close. Guess. Tell me what do you think the name is?
Let's see, rainbows and unicorns is close. Rainbows and unicorns from a fucking pendant.
Well, it's not that close. It's just close to so just like whatever comes, first thing that comes to your mind.
It's
What
like
do you think?
magical portal.
I'm gonna guess. I got another new guess. The magical night.
What was it?
Dance off movie night.
What?
That is what it is called. Dance off movie night.
Dance off movie night.
Imagine
Dance
trying
off
to
movie
go to
night.
somebody with this script.
You would never would have guessed Dance Off Movie Night, would you? All right. Well, Dan is joining us here as the cameraman, for the conversation. Woo. So, what do you think? Do you think that AI will take over the job of writing, and writers will go away, or
This is
based on
pretty
the
good.
script?
This is pretty good.
I think
After we did it.
Genius.
Yeah.
This is solid stuff. This is like Schindler's List good,
Yeah.
you know?
Optimistically, I hope not. But let's be real, a company like ABC wouldn't mind, or Hallmark, they're like, oh, this is
Once
this
it gets
is
a little
genius.
better at it.
Yeah.
This is genius.
I mean,
Good point.
You know?
probably a
It's
good
not
Hallmark
much different
movie.
than a lot of the bad shit that gets done,
Yeah.
It's actually pretty, no, but I say pretty, I wasn't even kidding. Like, I thought this was gonna be worse.
Yeah.
This kind of made sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, Dreamscape, they go on a little thing. It's actually a very
It certainly
simple,
had an ABC.
it's a
right?
simple little story. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about AI. It's like great at doing 1,000 different things pretty alright. Like it's not capable of like critical thinking and making like a really complex script, but it's like good at like averaging, being like, I think this is what humans do, right? Like, yeah, I think I got him. I think I got a lockdown on him.
It's true.
That is what
Be
it
a
felt like.
girlfriend of
Yeah.
AI.
I mean, like I said, it does feel a bit childish, but
Yeah.
that's the scary thing because AI
It's
will
young.
probably evolve
Yeah,
a
right.
bit more and be like, hey,
I think so.
I'm growing up.
I think it will take
My
over.
man's blood and
I think
bone.
it'll take over generic shit. That
Yeah.
like shitty Hollywood movies,
Yeah.
shitty shows, and people watch them.
They will.
There's never been an era of filmmaking where there hasn't been bad shit.
One huge flaw though in this is that like the AI just it doesn't realize how absurd some of the leaps are in the script where like it opens up. It's just like I have a pendant on and I don't know, it's just fucking there. Like it doesn't realize like that's weird.
AI computers will advance and robots will advance beyond us physically and mentally, but never emotionally.
Mhm.
They have no emotion, and that's where scripts come from. That's where art comes from.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it. It's emotion.
Right.
It's you try to rationalize the emotion, and some people are good at the emotion. They can't. As you get better as a writer, you learn how to rationalize more. But people who just come from that and try to do it, that's why scripts suck, because they're not feeling it. There's actually nothing behind it.
Right.
There's no deeper thing. And I think as a writer, you almost don't have to not know what that is. Like all creative process, the creative process becomes the thing. Do you kind of know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't lie, you're gonna take this home and you're gonna work on it.
I like it. But that's the other thing. You could tweak it.
Yeah, you totally could tweak
You
this.
could tweak this to make it work.
And evolve it
This is
yourself.
a hit.
Yep, it's-
I don't know.
It's a
Man.
hit.
You really think? I mean,
It's
I guess for a kid.
If
Yeah,
you-
maybe for a kid.
Well-
But it made like no sense. It had giant leaps in the story. It had no.
no real structure to it.
But the actors like it.
Yeah.
Because we acted in it.
There were no characters. Like your character was, you raise your eyebrows. Your character was, you're in one. It definitely felt like a person who has never had sex.
Right.
Writing a screenplay, right? Like, it was just like a person who has just lived in their basement forever.
Right.
Maybe writing a screenplay who's just like terrified of anything that makes them even the slightest bit uncomfortable.
That
being said,
go ahead.
Oh. No, after you. I was just gonna say the scene where they skipped over the big, meeting the whimsical creatures. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to visually see, they embark on a quest to illuminate the realm and dispel the shadows. Like, what happened?
Is that just a montage and it happens in a matter of 10 seconds?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're scaring me a little bit, I gotta say. Because I honestly read I had to generate a few of them and they were awful, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever read. But I guess it is like a dumb-ass screenwriter making a really, it's probably as bad as a really bad screenplay written for dumbasses. It's probably like that. It isn't which is like a lot of shit. So it's not like there's
right?
It's like me when I started writing screenplays. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody sucks when they first do it.
Well,
and I think AI will develop faster.
I'm curious what they've trained, because like the way they trained CHAT GPT, they like curated the content so that they wouldn't get all this like garbage junk content in there either. So I'm wondering like what screenplays they actually fed it on, if they just fed it like actually good movies, or if this was just every screenplay it came upon or something like that.
Well, the more prompts you give it, right?
That's
probably why the script that you wrote here was better. Because you probably were like, well, just write something. And then with us, we're like, add a magical portal.
Right. No, it added the magical portal itself, but it only referred to a magical portal. And I was like, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah.
But see, you can push something out of it if you keep prompting
you could prompt it better.
You prompted it to stupid though. It prompted
it's still a kid. It's still a child, like he said. But I think eventually it will get to a point where it's able to do it professionally.
And obviously, like
I know it sucks.
The state it's in right now, it is not at a professional level. But you could imagine if, like, say, I don't know, Warner Brothers decides to make their own version of this that doesn't have any filters on it, that allows sex or whatever, and they like work on training it more. You could see where it's problematic for like. That's why we're struggling right now, right?
Butterfly in the figure.
You could plop this down, and if you have the right director and the right actors, you could actually make a pile of shit into a pile of gold.
They have to change it.
It might, Maybe
I feel like Hollywood tries to do that all the time. They completely fail. Like,
I think
you'll see like the greatest technicians of all time, the greatest actors, and they make the movie. And the movie still sucks. Or the movie's still like
because the script ain't good. Because that's the core. That's the foundation. That's the foundation. There's no heart, which is the emotion. That's the part they're never gonna get. Computers will never know that.
So this is the thing. You add the scripts. You have the scripts. You have the actors. You have the director. They make them all amazing, and then you give them mushrooms. And then you see what kind of amazing thing can pop out.
It did feel like whoever the CHAT GPT was on mushrooms when it wrote.
Which is cool. I noticed that too. It's psychedelic. I'm like, wow, CHAT GPT's tripping. Let's go. At least it gets that part of the human experience.
Dan's like my brethren.
What I'm interested in seeing is when CHAT GPT scripts end up going to like the notorious studios that like end up just on the set saying, no, we're changing all the script right now, and seeing if CHAT GPT
like it reacts to it.
Has to like act with these people who don't know how to write scripts either, and they get into an argument, and somehow they have to go back and forth with the CHAT GPT.
Me too, if CHAT GPT got offended. like a writer's
I said
Mia has the pendant, alright?
That is when the AI will rebel and take over and murder all of humanity. It'll be like a fight over a script note that I didn't like.
Right. And you know what? I see its point. It's almost like in Brave New World, they talk about the feelings, and movies are just used as a way to keep people distracted. This would be the master of that. And the only way that this doesn't happen is if writers write and artists feel. Because actors can make anything awesome, as we have just shown you.
Who doesn't like going to the zoo and watch monkeys throw poop, right?
Brilliant!
Wait, what?
Maybe what this could do is just like cut out the really really crappy writers that don't put any
They're not
into
necessary.
it and are just putting in,
Yeah.
like, they're basically doing what
The
ChatGPT
producers will. The
well, it's
producers
like,
will.
you know, a really, I mean, I don't want to, shit on anybody's work, but if you're like a writer that just kind of phones it in and just like, let me put every single cliche
Yeah.
and there's
you
a
see
lot of stuff out there, and then that's essentially what this did. It basically took an aggregate of all the scripts it's ever read, it compiled them, it made stock characters, it made bad jokes, and it shoved it into a script, and it did it in 20 seconds without any pay, so it is pretty tempting, I would imagine, for the industry.
Right. There's the argument that, like, if I'm, say, like, I want to get a job at the Hallmark Channel, and so I make an, some sort of fictional AI that doesn't exist, that I just feed in only Hallmark scripts,
that would
right?
work.
And it points out all the things that they notoriously that work really
exactly
well.
Like that.
Let's make a Christmas romance movie. And I'm like, I have all of the Hallmark staples in my script.
And then teasingly.
Yeah, it sounds terrible, but like, it's something that somebody could do. I definitely wouldn't do it. But
It's tempting. I think you just gave me a career path.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose a writer could maybe use it as like, let me have a starting point.
Yeah.
And, then take it, edit it. And
it's because
then your whole portfolio is going to be shit, but at least you'll have a portfolio.
It won't just be transformative like art.
It'll be Hallmark's type.
It won't be transformative. Like, people won't see it and change.
Right.
Like, because that comes from suffering. That the writer suffered. And a lot of times when you act, you suffer through it. The editor, and then the people who watch it could feel like, oh, I'm connected to this because I'm suffering.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it somehow breaks through. The hero's gift. To the audience at the end. You're not gonna have that. You don't have it with most shit that's out there.
That's true. That's the horrible thing, is that the truth is,
And that's,
you don't have it with a lot of things anyway.
Yeah.
So it is, well, I would look at this and I would read this and be like, no, this is absolute shit that no one should watch. But at the same time, you're like, and there's a lot of absolute crap that nobody should watch. That gets watched, and so it would be. The people you fear in real life are not the people who are like metalheads and like, who are,
cases.
It's the people who are like, I accept no sexuality, those are the people you're like,
I'll do what I'm told. I'll do what I'm told.
Those are the people with like freezers full of bodies.
That's
what it's about. Like, Colleen was written by a person with a freezer full of bodies.
This is what they would like too. They would like this particular script. You're absolutely right.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Pure. I would not subscribe to Disney Plus, but I would have my kids watch this.